What if I told you that the way you're spending money right now is silently draining your future, and you probably don't even realize it? Today, I'm going to show you the money-saving ideas most beginners never hear about, but absolutely need to know. And there's one unexpected tip at the end that might surprise you. Stick around, because it could save you more than anything else on this list. Number 1. Track every dollar you spend. Here's the harsh truth. If you don't know where your money goes, it will go anywhere. Tracking your expenses might sound boring, but it's actually the first step to taking control. Here's an example. A friend of mine thought she only spent about $200 a month eating out. After she tracked her expenses for 1 month using a free app, she found out it was actually closer to $500. That little wake-up call alone motivated her to cook more at home and save over $300 a month. You can use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or free apps like Mint or Good Budget. Just write down what you spend, and at the end of the week, review it. You'll be shocked how much those little purchases add up. Number 2. Master the art of meal planning. Do you ever open your fridge, see nothing you want to eat, and end up ordering takeout? You're not alone. Meal planning solves that problem and saves you serious money. For example, planning your meals for the week lets you buy groceries in one trip. You avoid last-minute runs to the store and all the impulse buys that happen every time you walk in. I once helped a beginner plan 5 dinners under $50. She was amazed. Start small. Pick 2 or 3 meals you can cook, buy only what you need, and stick to your list. Bonus tip: cook double portions and freeze half for busy nights. Number 3. Embrace the 24-hour rule. Have you ever bought something on impulse and regretted it later? Here's a trick that works wonders. Whenever you feel like buying something non-essential, wait 24 hours. Why? Because most purchases are emotional, not logical. For example, one viewer shared how she almost bought a $300 pair of shoes online. But after waiting 24 hours, she realized she didn't even like them that much. Money saved. The next time you feel that itch to buy, tell yourself, if I still want it tomorrow, then I'll decide. You'll be surprised how often the desire fades. Number 4. Find hidden subscriptions and cancel them. Subscriptions are sneaky. You sign up for a free trial, forget about it, and months later you're still paying. According to research, Americans spend an average of $219 a month on subscriptions, and many don't even use half of them. One of my coaching clients discovered she was paying for 3 streaming services she hadn't watched in months, plus a gym membership she forgot she had. Take 30 minutes, check your bank statements, and cancel anything you don't use. That's money back in your pocket every month. Number 5. Shop smarter at the grocery store. Grocery shopping can quietly eat up your budget, but it doesn't have to. Here's a simple trick. Never shop hungry. You'll end up buying more than you need. Make a list and stick to it. One beginner told me she saved over $50 per week just by switching to generic brands and shopping in season produce. And don't forget to check the lower shelves. That's where stores often hide the cheaper options. Even something as small as switching from pre-cut fruit to whole fruit can save you hundreds over the year. Number 6. Automate your savings. Most beginners think they'll save whatever's left over at the end of the month. Here's the problem. There's never anything left. The solution? Pay yourself first. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account every payday. Even $25 or $50 per paycheck adds up fast. For example, saving just $50 a week equals to $2,600 a year. You won't even notice it missing, and you'll feel amazing watching your savings grow. Number 7. Cut energy costs at home. Your home might be costing you more than you realize. Little changes can add up to big savings. For example, swapping out old light bulbs for LED bulbs can cut your electricity bill by about 75%. Unplugging devices when you're not using them, turning off lights, and setting your thermostat just 2 degrees lower in winter can save hundreds of dollars a year. One family I worked with cut their electric bill from $180 a month to $120 just by making those changes. And here's a fun one. Take shorter showers. Not only will you save water, but your water heating costs will drop too. Number 8. Buy used whenever possible. New doesn't always mean better. Thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace, and yard sales are gold mines for saving money. I had a viewer who bought a perfectly good dining table secondhand for $75, the same One was selling for $350 brand new. This works great for furniture, kids' clothes, books, and even electronics. Just make sure to inspect items carefully before buying. And don't be afraid to negotiate. It can save you even more. Number 9. Create a fun fund. Saving money doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is cutting out all the fun and then giving up because it feels miserable. Here's the solution. Set aside a little money each month just for fun. For example, a couple I worked with set aside $50 a month for date nights. They still saved money, but it made the journey feel worth it. When you plan for fun, you're less likely to splurge out of frustration. So go ahead. Budget for that coffee shop trip or movie night. Just make it part of the plan. Number 10. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. This might be the hardest tip, but also the most powerful. Sometimes, saving money means saying no to things and people that pressure you to spend. It could be saying no to a fancy dinner you can't afford, or to your kids when they beg for something unnecessary. One viewer shared that she started politely, saying, "It's not in the budget this month," and nobody gave her a hard time. Remember, you're not depriving yourself. You're choosing a better future. And every time you say no, you're saying yes to your own goals. Number 11. Take advantage of free entertainment. Saving money doesn't mean sitting at home bored. There are so many free activities if you just look for them. Check out local parks, community events, free museum days, and library programs. One family I coached started going to free outdoor concerts and hikes instead of expensive theme parks, and they actually ended up enjoying them more. There's joy in simplicity. You just have to find it. Number 12. Plan big purchases around sales. If you know you'll need something, like a new laptop or a winter coat, don't just buy it whenever. Plan ahead and time your purchase around major sales. For example, appliances are usually cheaper in September and October. Electronics tend to drop in price during back-to-school and Black Friday. One beginner saved $300 just by waiting 3 months to buy a TV during the holiday sales. Patience really pays off. Number 13. Reward yourself for progress. Saving money is a journey, and it's easy to lose motivation if you never celebrate. Set small milestones and reward yourself when you hit them. For example, if you save $500, treat yourself to a nice dinner or a little gift. It keeps you motivated and reminds you that progress feels good. You don't have to wait until you're rich to enjoy the process. Number 14. Learn basic DIY skills. Hiring someone for every little repair around the house can drain your wallet fast. Learning a few basic do-it-yourself skills can save you hundreds every year. For example, fixing a leaky faucet yourself instead of calling a plumber can save you over $100. YouTube is full of simple tutorials for beginners, from patching a hole in the wall to unclogging a drain. Start small, gain confidence, and tackle more projects as you go. It feels good to solve problems yourself, and your bank account will. Thank you. Number 15. Rethink your transportation. Cars are expensive, from gas and insurance to maintenance and repairs. If possible, consider walking, biking, or using public transportation for short trips. One viewer shared she started biking to work twice a week and saved nearly $40 a month on gas. If you can't give up your car entirely, carpooling with coworkers or combining errands into one trip can still cut your costs significantly. Every mile you don't drive saves money and helps the environment too. Number 16. Set clear savings goals. Saving without a purpose can feel pointless. When you set specific goals, it becomes a game you're excited to win. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save money," say, "I want to save $1,000 in 6 months for an emergency fund." Write your goal down, track your progress, and celebrate milestones. It turns saving into something tangible and keeps you motivated. Number 17. Cut down on drinks and snacks. Those daily coffees, sodas, and vending machine snacks really add up. 1. Beginner told me she started bringing her own coffee to work and cut her monthly spending by over $60. Same goes for bottled water. Grab a reusable bottle and refill it for free. Little habits like this seem small, but they add up to big savings over time. Number 18. Use cash instead of cards. Cards make it too easy to overspend because you don't actually feel the money leaving your hands. Try using cash for certain categories like groceries or dining out. One man shared he started using the envelope method. putting cash into separate envelopes for each expense, and immediately spent less. When the envelope is empty, you're done spending. It's a simple but powerful way to control your budget. Number 19. Declutter and sell what you don't need. Take a good look around your home. Chances are, you have things you haven't touched in months. Selling in used clothes, electronics, or furniture can put cash back in your pocket. One viewer sold an old gaming console and a few pieces of jewelry she never wore and made over $400 in a single weekend. Less clutter, more money. It's a win-win. Number 20. Avoid lifestyle creep. When your income goes up, it's tempting to start spending more. That's called lifestyle creep. And it's a sneaky way to stay broke even when you earn more. Instead, keep your expenses steady and put any extra income straight into savings or investments. One couple I worked with got raises and decided to save half of the increase instead of upgrading everything. That one choice put them years ahead financially. Saving money doesn't have to feel like punishment. It's really about making smarter choices every day. These beginner-friendly ideas can help you take back control of your money and build a future you're proud of. So tell me, which of these money-saving ideas do you want to try first? Or is there another clever trick you use that we can all learn from? Drop your thoughts in the comments.